So James Wiseman is going to be a Piston. And I think it's a good move. I know you don't. And you're probably going to again attack me for my position and all of that. But here's what I'm looking at. You have a 21-year-old kid who is highly touted out of college. Did not fit in Golden State, as I mentioned last week, but I'm going to keep pounding that point because his rookie year, he averaged 21 minutes a game. Then he got hurt last year, so he did not play. He was out with the knee, okay? I get it. People get hurt, right? This year he comes back. He's played in 21 games. He's only averaging 12 minutes a game. They're not using him the way that he should be used. And now he's got an opportunity to be used and get some real minutes.
Right.
So maybe it's a change of scenery type situation for a young kid who, according to, the efficiency rating, is actually above average in the efficiency rating. More than Saddiq Bey was. Saddiq Bey was below league average in efficiency rating.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
You have length, defensive rebounding. Oh, and by the way, as you pointed out to me earlier, Jalen Duren's injured.
Yeah, breaks my heart. Truly breaks my heart.
So maybe Troy Weaver has a crystal ball, and he saw what was happening and what was going to happen with Jalen Duren and said, I need to get Wiseman. Because then next year I can take Wiseman and Duren and Stewart and Ivy and Cunningham. And that's a formidable 5, depending on where you fall in the lottery, because then you also got Victor as well that could be there and replace Stewart. Just a thought. Because you could have Wiseman and Duren on the floor at the same time. The length of that lineup would be insane.
It is. And first of all, let's just say I'm happy that that's finally announced that the trade is happening. The whole dilemma with Gary Payton Jr. The second failing his physical and Golden State maybe filing a grievance with Portland and all that. I'm happy that's finally all resolved. Now, to get to the trade and how it affects the Pistons, I think there is value. I think there is upside with James Wiseman. I'm not going to deny that, especially considering, like we just said, Duren's hurt. They need length. Playing beef stew at their 5 cripples this team.
Yes.
You cannot have a bunch of guys 6'8" and under. That just doesn't work in today's NBA.
This is not the go-to-work Pistons.
Now, the problem with that is, though, I think even if you play Duren and Wiseman together, you're still missing shooting. You're still missing experience. You're still missing a solidified role for him because he can't shoot. He may roll and be a lob threat, but if he's, banging and clogging up space for Duren, I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing because neither of them, Duren has a good shooting motion, but doesn't shoot perimeter jump shots that often. So there could be an issue of them clogging the paint. And my biggest problem with this is the Detroit Pistons have a habit of going for these cast-off players that didn't fit where they originally were, and now we're giving them the rebirth. Kevin Knox in New York, Marvin Bagley in Sacramento. We're doing the same thing now with Wiseman here in Detroit. We did the same thing. We tried to get Bol where he couldn't get no minutes in Denver. Now he's up there making great things happen with Orlando. We almost got him, couldn't make that happen because of a similar situation. Rodney McGruder failing Bol failed his physical. But the Pistons are in a position where, yes, it's a rebuild, but they need to start bringing in and keeping guys that are established, Bojan type guys like Alec Burks, to pair around Cade Cunningham. Saddiq Bey, I think, was a good friend of Cade. So it worries me on how that touches him as a player and as his teammate. But if Wiseman shows that he's him and that he fits with this team, I'll be the first one to admit it. I'll give him his credit. I'll give him all the flowers he deserves. But I am very apprehensive, and I'm not yet sold that this is a good move for the Pistons. I'm not sure yet, honestly.